So looking back on this, I'd say taking a look at the pros and the cons of the situation, it's been 99% just positive. Like there's been no regret at all about the decision. I mean, I would do it 100 times out of 100 if we had to face it again. I would say a lot of that had to do with Berkley because of the type of dog he is. We've owned dogs our whole both of us have had dogs our whole lives, and we love animals. Obviously, Kelly's a vet student, and you know, candidly, I've owned a dog. Probably I can think of one or two that I may not have done this with, but that was only because they were older and they were kind of at the end of their time and may not have been around much longer anyway. But Berkeley has just got such a will. I mean, he's 9 years old, and I felt like he would have made this decision. I felt like he wanted to do it, and he kind of told us that, when we looked at him in the eye. Thankfully, we're so lucky to have Kelly be a student here and financially be able to kind of afford it, and we had a lot of help with the hospital as well, and that's a factor. I know it's a factor, but it's just so important to us that we were willing to move those resources in our lives and into Boo and give him the best chance we could to keep him as long as we could. So I don't know, pros and cons are just, it's very individual, but I would say overwhelmingly it's just been such a positive experience, and knowing that you've given him a chance and you've saved his life and got him out of a lot of pain was pretty important to us. So
right. I mean, the only con I can think of is the emotional toll that it takes on you initially to, when you get the news that your dog has bone cancer and that's not on your radar when you come in for an appointment,
right.
It is devastating. And you have to make, I feel like, a lot of really important decisions in a fairly short amount of time. And I think for me, that was the biggest con, trying to sort out the scientific data for a prognosis, versus with each different treatment versus what do we want, what do we feel like is best for Berkeley. And so honestly, having said that though, I don't think we could have come to it as the same decision that we came to as comfortably if we had not had the help and support of the staff here.
Right, and I just would go back and reiterate the fact that everything went so much better than we expected, that all your fears that you were worried about at the beginning were very minimal in the actual reality of what happened. So I think people tend to put their human spin on it, and what am I going to do without my right leg, and it's just not the same. I think for dogs, like they're innocent, and they just don't know any better, and they're just a lot stronger than us in a lot of ways, I think.
Yeah.
So